I want to say a big thank you to my friend Terry. My wife and I went out to visit Terry and his wife Jean, and he sent me back with this Cedar Burl. Now, I've never seen the inside of a Cedar Burl, don't have any idea what to expect, but I think this is going to be some fun turning. There are some pretty good cracks in here. I might have to do a little CA glue treatment or something, but I'm looking forward to turning this. I have an 11-inch disc that I cut from a piece of 1/4-inch plywood. I just want to center this on here as well as I can. I'll use a 1-inch wood screw to screw this down to it. Then I can take it over to the bandsaw and follow the outside of the disc to cut this out. After that's cut out, I'll bring it back over here and attach a faceplate to the center as well as I can. I'll use a center finder to find that center. And then from there, I'll take it over to the lathe. So I hope you'll stick around and see what I come up with on this. Let's go to do some work at the lathe. It's going to take me a little while to get this balanced enough to turn fast. Right now I've got down to 250 RPM, and I think that's about the best I can do for now. I'm going to put on some sanding sealer now, which is my mixture of Zinsser Seal Coat and ethanol. See how this is going to work. I'll put on a couple of coats. I will sand at 400 grit between those coats, and then I will be back for the next step. I'm wearing rubber gloves because the more I use this stuff, the more I learn about it, the more I'm sure I'm sensitive to it, and I don't want this absorbed into my skin. I always wonder, almost with every piece, what to use for a finish. I'm going to go with Minwax Wipe-On Poly, and I'm going to try applying it with a foam brush. My friend Dick from our Woodturners Guild was explaining that some of his finishes he applies with a foam brush. It's not the Minwax Wipe-On Poly, but it does such a beautiful job. I'm thinking, why not try it on here? So I'm just going to put it on as evenly as I can. I'll do a few coats, and then I'll be back to show you how it looks. I will sand between the coats with 800 or 1000 grit. I had intended to use Tom Axley's his restoring paste and his abrasive paste, but because of this open area, I don't think that would work very well. So I'll see how this works. I'll be back to show you the results. One lesson learned. I don't really care for the job the foam brush was doing. It was just not smooth enough. Maybe I just don't have enough experience with it, but I didn't like it, so I'm going to go back to using these stain applicator cloths that I've used before. And another lesson relearned, you cannot put a piece on this heavy and forget to tighten it up if you're going to be turning it in reverse, which I was doing, and it fell off. Made a couple of small dents, luckily just into the finish, so I was able to sand that off. So now I'm going to put my latex gloves back on, use the applicator pads, and try the finish on this again. There's a spot right here where I can just start to see light, just a very little bit. So I want to bring this back just a little more, let a little more light through there. I just think it's going to look a little better. small spot, but I'm going to go a little further. I'd like to get it up to this area a little more. All right, I like that a little better. I think it's time for a little sharpening on this gouge. Now let's see if this cuts a little better with a sharp gouge. I had definitely let it go too long between sharpenings. That's much better. All right, I think that's ready for some sanding. That's my first coat of poly on there. Not looking too bad. I'll do at least one more, and then we'll take a look at the results. There's the completed bowl. I'm quite happy with it. I have to admit, at first I didn't care for the glossy finish on it. It was a little too glossy, and I don't find glossy always lends itself to everything that I turn. So I took it to my 3-wheel Beal buffing system, just using carnauba wax, and it seemed to mute the glossy a little bit. It's still a little glossy, but not as much as it was. I find it much more attractive this way. So I want to thank Terry again for the burl. I hope I did it justice, and I hope you liked it. If you did, hit the like button. Let me know I'm doing something right. If you haven't subscribed, I hope you will. I'd like to have you come back and watch something else I've done in the past and what I do in the future. In the meantime, have a great day in your shop. Have fun and be safe. Thanks for stopping in. You take care now.